Welcome to the Dungeons Garage. I'm Scott. Today we're off to look at Behemoths, Leviathans, and other monsters. At least that's what they're called in the Bible. In modern times, we call them dinosaurs. I know what you're thinking. Dinosaurs in the Bible? Really? I can also hear you saying that, hey, those things are extinct. How are you going to see those? Well, in Moab, Utah, there's an amazing park full of life-size dinosaur statues. Now, I was skeptical of this at first, but I was quite impressed. This exhibit is set up like a zoo, where you walk along a path around the park and see these dinosaurs in their natural environment, at least the natural Utah environment. And we also see them posed with other dinosaurs and how they may have interacted with those dinosaurs. This park is absolutely amazing. It has an area set up that's an archaeological camp to show how the archaeologist would have lived in the field while researching the fossils and looking at the dinosaurs. There's places for the kids to play. They can sit on dinosaurs. Oh man, it is absolutely amazing. Oh, even Matt and I found an old fossil to work on. Playground for the kids, but off in the distance there's something watching you. This park has even thought of the future, and they have set up areas for the kids to dig up fossils and sharpen their archaeological skills and maybe one day be inspired to become archaeologists. The park has a 3D theater that shows off the monsters that lived in the oceans and what they may have looked like. I believe those would have been the Leviathans. But back to the Bible. We need to start at the beginning. The book of Genesis talks about how God created everything from nothing, including all life. You see, God is a God of order. Nothing happens by chance. Nope, no random chaos here. You see, as Christians, we're not arguing and saying that dinosaurs didn't exist, because if you look in the Bible, you'll see that they're referenced. Not just loosely and open for interpretation. Instead, they're talked about several times in several chapters. They are called monsters, behemoths, leviathans. The behemoth is described in Job 40:15 through 24. Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you, and which feeds on the grass like an ox. What strength it has in its loins, what power in the muscles of its belly. Its tail sways like a cedar. The sinews of its thighs are close knit. The bones are tubes of bronze. The limbs are like rods of iron. It ranks first among the works of God, yet its maker can approach it with his sword. The hills bring it their produce, and all the wild animals play nearby. Under the lotus plant it lies, hidden among the reeds in the marsh. The lotuses conceal it in its shadow. The poplars by the stream surround it. A raging river does not alarm it. It is secure, though the Jordan should surge against its mouth. Can anyone capture it by the eyes, or trap it and pierce its nose? From that we can see that this was one of the first living things created by God. And it was huge, it was massive in size, and other animals weren't scared of it. And from that we can most likely decide that this was a sauropod dinosaur. But that wasn't the only one in there. There was also what was called the Leviathan. I will not fail to speak of the Leviathan's limbs, its strength, and its graceful form. Who can strip off its outer coat? Who can penetrate its double coat of armor? Who dares open the doors of its mouth, ringed about with fearsome teeth? Its back has rows of shields tightly sealed together, each so close that no air can pass between. They are joined fast to one another. They cling together and cannot be parted. Its snorting throws out flashes of light. Its eyes are like rays of dawn. Flames stream from its mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Smoke pours from its nostrils as from a boiling pot over burning reeds. Its breath sets coals ablaze, and flames dart from its mouth. Strength resides in its neck. Dismay goes before it. The folds of its flesh are tightly joined. They are firm and immovable. Its chest is hard as rock, hard as a lower millstone. When it rises up, the mighty are terrified. They retreat before its thrashing. The sword that reaches it has no effect, nor does the spear or the dart or the javelin. Iron, it treats it like straw, and bronze like rotten wood. Arrows do not make it flee. Sling stones are like a chaff to it. A club seems to be but a piece of straw. It laughs at the rattling of a lance. Its undersides are jagged potsherds, leaving a trail in the mud like threshing sledge. It makes the depths churn like boiling cauldron, and stirs up the sea like a pot of ointment. It leaves a glistening wake behind it. One would think the deep had white hair. Nothing on earth is its equal. A creature without fear. It looks down on all that are haughty. It is a king over all that are proud. And that's found in Job 41:12 through 34. Those are only two of the references in the Bible. There are many more in there. And if you don't believe me, I challenge you and your family to pick up a Bible, go to the internet and do a search, and you'll be surprised at how many times dinosaurs are referenced there. This park was an amazing time. We built some memories. We're glad that you were a part of it with this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. You have yourself a blessed day. Remember, you fix the Jeep fixes you, and we'll see you next week.